they'd say, Mr. Congressman, oh, look who we have. Byron, stand up, please. Superstar of the future. He's already a superstar, but he's a superstar of the future. Byron Donalds, Florida. Wow, that's nice to have you here. That's good. He's great. He's great. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good. But we have a group of people that are really great. But
that one's really smart. You have smart ones and you have those that aren't so smart. Yeah. The racism is oozing out of this one. Byron, how's that tap dancing going for you lately?
All right, guys. So we got to talk about the latest race hoax from the Democrats in which they're calling Trump racist, right? They're trying to say that Trump said something that was overtly racist about a black person, right? This is what they're doing, okay? They're reaching so hard because they have nothing, right? And stories like this prove exactly what I'm saying, okay? There was a video that went viral last night of President Trump talking about Byron Donalds, okay? And he was calling Byron Donalds one of the smart ones. Now, in the full context of what Trump was saying, it is clear what Trump was talking about. I shouldn't even have to explain it to you guys. I'm just going to play the clip. Everybody should be able to instantly understand the full context of what Trump was saying here.
they'd say, Mr. Congressman, oh, look who we have. Byron, stand up, please. Superstar of the future. He's already a superstar, but he's a superstar of the future. Byron Donalds, Florida. Wow, that's nice to have you here. That's good. He's great. He's great. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good. But we have a group of people that are really great. But
okay, for people to say Trump doesn't say anything racist, you can't run away from this one. I don't think he knows he's running for president. Like, I don't think he realizes there's just things you got to be cognizant of when you're running for president.
Byron, stand up, please. Superstar of the future. He's already a superstar, but he's a superstar of the future. Byron Donalds, Florida. Wow, that's nice to have you here. That's good. He's great. He's great. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have some that aren't quite so good.
He knows exactly what I need. That one is smart. That's a smart one. Some of them not so smart. Like, what? Byron, have some self-respect, my man. Jesus Christ. They are going to get in your ass. I hope he has to do like 5 interviews tomorrow. About what he was saying was men in suits are smart. Some men in suits aren't smart. That's what he was saying. He talked about him like he was a fox. That's a smart one. Some of them aren't so smart. Some of them are easy to catch. And actually the other way around. He's the dumb one. Kamala's the smart one. That was wild. I can't get over the fact that he said that one. That one. Like, what am I? I'm a human. My name is Byron. That's what my name is. He talked about him like it was the NFL draft. That black one. That black one's gonna be good.
Yeah, so you have the same usual characters on X, boohoo, whine, and crying racism, like, for example, Keith Boykin, who also happens to believe that burning the American flag is patriotic. He says, Trump describing Representative Byron Donalds today as one of the smart ones continues a disturbing racial pattern of tokenizing black men for his political needs. This liberal account says, holy ish, this is one of the most racist things Donald Trump has ever said in public. Wow. Brooklyn Dad Defiant, who I think is a paid Democrat propagandist, he says, Trump talking about Representative Byron Donalds. That one is smart. You have smart ones and you have ones that aren't quite so good. You could hear a pin drop to that racist-ish. Wow. Yeah, so you see that, you heard that, okay? Again, I think it's obvious in the context of what Trump was talking about that he was saying that Byron Donalds was one of the smart members of Congress, right? And he says stuff like that all the time, right? About white people. But when he says it about white people, nobody seems to care, right? They don't boo-hoo, whine, and cry racism. Okay, well, why is that? Well, it's because at the end of the day, these people know that what Trump is saying is not racist. They're just crying racism because this is how desperate they are to prove that Trump is a racist. Because a lot of times when these people claim that Trump is a racist, people push back and say, okay, well, what has Trump said or did that is racist? And they can't really give you anything outside of, you know, the whole Central Park 5 thing, which, again, is not an example of racism, right, at all, okay? There were black people. There were a ton of people who thought that those guys were guilty, okay? They were upset. They wanted something done, especially considering how, at the time in New York City, crime was out of control, okay? They'll talk about the whole housing discrimination thing when that case was settled, right? He was never actually found guilty of discrimination. Trump claims that he did not do anything wrong. Okay, he never claimed any type of wrongdoing. Again, there's no proof. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, but you do have a lot of video evidence of Trump being around black people, hanging out with black people, being friends with black people, supporting black people, giving money to black people. Okay, but somehow this guy is a flaming racist because he says things like this. He calls a black member of Congress smart, right? Smart. Apparently that's a form of racism, right? You got to be careful about how you talk to black folks, right? If you say that a black person's dumb, that's racist. If you say they're smart or they're one of the smart ones, then apparently that's racist too, right? So just maybe you just shouldn't say anything at all about a black person, right? Maybe you should just completely ignore black people if you don't want to be accused of racism, because that seems to be the standard at this point. But even if you do that, they'll still call you a racist, right? They'll say that you are racist for ignoring me, right? You never say anything about black folks. You never acknowledge me. So therefore you're racist, okay? This is what they'll say, because a lot of these so-called pro-blacks, they just want that hug, right? They want that hug and love and affection from the white man. This is what they want. And what I find to be hilarious about this is that these are the same people who never call out Joe Biden for his blatantly racist statements. Like, for example, when he told Charlamagne the God, if you don't know if you're going to vote for me or Trump, then you ain't black. I mean, I'm not entirely sure what is more racist than that, right? This is what Joe Biden said. He also told a group of black people that, hey, if you vote for Mitt Romney is elected, then he's going to put y'all back in chains, right? This is the same guy that his mentor was in the Klan. He gave a eulogy to a Klansman. This guy was accused of racism by his vice president, Kamala Harris, okay? And Kamala Harris said that she believes his Me Too accusers, right? So again, Joe Biden has done things and said things that are blatantly racist, but these guys never boo-hoo, whine, and cry about Joe Biden, right? They line up and they vote for Joe Biden. Again, it's almost as if this is about Republican versus Democrat, right? It's not actually real about racism. It's just simply about, well, the Republican racists, even if they compliment a black person, right? Doesn't matter what they say about a black person, good or bad, racism. Democrat, they can say whatever about a black person, right? Doesn't matter what it is. They can question your blackness if you don't vote for them, right? They can do all these things, okay, as old white men, and it's fine, right? They're not racist, okay? It's just so funny how that works. It's almost as if, again, this isn't really about racism. It's literally about Democrat versus Republican, right? But let's just say that Trump actually did mean what he said in the quote-unquote racist way, right? He was trying to say that, well, Byron Donalds is one of the few smart black people out there, right? If that's actually what he meant, which he did not mean it that way, but let's say he actually did mean it that way, he would be correct, right? Because a lot of you people are proving that you're not intelligent, right? You're dumb, okay? So he would be correct to make that statement that Byron Donalds is one of the few smart black people out there, because the type of outrage that we're seeing right now from black people over comments like this proves that to be the case. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.